This is an experience I had mid-June trip to Panama City, Florida. I knew that when I decided to go on this trip, which had been planned for months before the oil spill, that I was headed directly to the red X's where on the map where oil was spotted. I got there on a Sunday. It was in Rosemary Beach, Florida, to be exact. The smell was ungodly. It didn't smell like a beach. You know, I'm from Louisiana. It just smelled like something I've never smelled before. Kind of like rotten eggs. I'm just not really sure what it smelled like. But that next day, Monday, I remember going to the beach, and for some strange reason there were, you know, these little gators with people in orange suits with duct tape boots up and down the coast. I do remember in that week probably about 500 aircraft flying above me, helicopters, Coast Guard, huge Coast Guard planes, jets, all sorts of helicopters. But the smell, that Monday that we were there, you know, there was no noticeable oil, but the closer I looked, there were tiny specks of black on white, and we all know the sand in Florida is pretty white, you know. But the more I started to look and started to walk the coastline, I noticed phytoplankton washing up, the normal June grass washing up, also small pieces of tar. I noticed insect wings. I have some pictures as well. I also noticed fish fry, juvenile fish larvae, what seemed to be tiny jellyfish, and all along the coast looking toward the horizon, I noticed these little crystal glob things that were kind of hopping around. So when the oil washed up, so did these little creatures of sea life there. I also noticed the white crabs, but let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday the smell was there, but Wednesday it was gone. And Wednesday is when I started to have throat issues. I ran fever, broke the fever, I had chills, and then the cough started. And 3 weeks later I had this cough, and basically it wasn't anything viral, I don't think, because it was clear snot, if as it were. And then during these 3 weeks, I had headaches for days, couple days, 2-3 days at a time. Now, I mean, I'm a pretty healthy person. All in all, I never get headaches, nor do I ever take Tylenol. But I did have this really nuisance of a headache for days later, and it lasted for 3 weeks. So, it would be really awesome if people would start speaking out more about this. There were 12 of us that went on this trip, and 5 of us were sick. And I'm going to leave it at that note, and I'm going to try to attempt to organize this raw, crazy video of these pictures of Panama City. Anyway, thanks for listening. I just wanted to say one more thing. I'm a full-time artist. All of these photos were, in fact, taken by me personally. Also the videos. The last day in Panama City, I did rent a helicopter, and that's where the aerial photos come in. And thank you all for listening, and I hope this message gets far and wide, because this is nothing that's light, that we should take light. I mean, I feel it in my cells, you know, and that's all I have to say about that. Thanks.